In the third week of the sit-in at the army headquarters in Sudan's capital, Khartoum, thousands gathered around the podium. They were waiting for the coalition of the Declaration of Freedom and Change to announce names for a civilian transitional council. The coalition made a different announcement.
We'll continue with the sit-in and have suspended talks with the military council. We'll escalate the revolution on the streets through protest schedules till our demands are implemented. We'll start forming a complete transitional authority that we'll announce in a few days.
The military council took over when it ousted President Bashir on the 11th of April, ending his 30-year rule. It had hoped that forcing out Bashir would end the sit-in that started nearly a week before, after months of protests. Since taking over, the military council has been in talks with political parties to form a transitional government. But many at the sit-in say the army isn't keen to hand over power to a civilian government, a key demand for them to end the protests and return home.
In my opinion, we are with the Declaration of Freedom and Change because they got us this far and will be with them till the end. Since the council is part of the old regime and is behaving like the old regime, we'll continue with protests till it's gone.
We citizens, we refuse it because so many years ago government has government ruling, it was not good, and now we want to change the system of citizens from government to the citizens, because citizen ruling is better than military.
The military council has repeatedly said that it will hand over power if political parties in Sudan are ready to form an inclusive government of consensus.
We are hoping that we and the political parties and other stakeholders will get over our differences so we can speed up with what is needed at this time. The military council reaffirms that it isn't against any party and abides by the slogans of the revolution for freedom, peace and democracy.
But not all parties are in agreement on how to form the government and what it should look like.
With the Sudanese Professionals Association and its coalition announcing that it has suspended talks with the military council, it seems that this sit-in in front of the army headquarters is not coming to an end anytime soon. And more than a week after ousting President Bashir, Sudan is nowhere near forming a transitional government.
What comes next will largely depend on how much pressure the protesters can put on the military council and how long it takes for the divided parties to come together to start a new phase for the country. Hiba, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.